Okay, I just got off work and a huge trade went down yesterday. The Texas Rangers traded Marcus Semien, their second baseman, to the New York Mets for their left fielder, Brandon Nimmo. So let's talk about Brandon Nimmo first, who is now a Texas Ranger. Brandon Nimmo still has 5 years on an extension that he had with the Mets, 5 years, $100 million. That's $20 million a year, right? But the Rangers were due to owe Marcus Semien $26 million for the year 2026 and 2027, with another $20 million due in 2028. The Rangers wanted more flexibility within their budget, and to save $6 million for next season, hey, you know what, it's not much, but it's something. So if you're a Rangers fan, let's talk about Brandon Nimmo first. Brandon Nimmo is a player that gives you a really good at bat. He has some power. Actually, he's built up quite a bit of power and a really good eye at the plate. Is he a burner on the bases anymore? No. Is he an elite defensive outfielder? No, but he plays average defense with a well above average bat at times. He can be an on-base king. And hey, if he's an average defender with an above average bat, $20 million a year, it's not looked at as a terrible contract. It might still be a bad contract, but it's not the worst. Marcus Semien couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat last year. So the Rangers, they're upgrading a little bit offensively with this move, and they're taking some money off of the near future. Not long term, but the near future. Nimmo is looked at as a leader in the clubhouse in New York, or he was, I should say. He seems like a really, really nice guy, a guy that gets along with everybody. I think he's good for a culture. I think he's good for a postseason run. And I think he's exactly what the Texas Rangers need. Like everything he's bringing to the field, the Rangers just didn't have in their lineup last year. They struck out a lot. They were one of the worst offenses for most of the season last year. So anything would be an upgrade. It's huge if you're the Rangers to get Brandon Nimmo. Rangers fans, I really think you're going to like this guy. And if you're a Mets fan, you're getting Marcus Semien. You're getting a very good defensive second baseman. Very good. He may not be the best second baseman or one of the best defenders in baseball anymore, but he is still well above average at second base. And you've got Lindor at short. Now you are extremely strong up the middle. And I still think the Mets are going to go out and get a center fielder. I really do. I think that's why they made this trade. So if you go get a guy that's really good defensively in center field, now you are really strong up the entire diamond. That's huge for a team that wants to contend. And we've all heard how the Mets are saying they want to become more athletic. They want to get younger. They want to be, more versatile across the field. Well, this is the way to do it. Jeff McNeil, I think he's out the door next. You don't need him at second base. I don't think it's smart to platoon him with someone at first base. It's not a good idea. I think he's going to be traded next. But this isn't about McNeil. This is about Marcus Semien. Marcus Semien's a lot like Brandon Nimmo, except he has a ring on his finger. He's a good clubhouse guy. He's a guy that everyone gets along with. And like I said, he won a World Series with the Rangers in 2023. And that kind of experience, hey, it only helps, right? So like I said earlier, Semien is well above average defensively, and he's actually still top 20% of the league in speed. So he's got the wheels. The only thing you're worried about with Semien is the bat. And he has had a very productive bat in the past. It's just, can he come back to that? It's not like Semien's 37 or 38. He's not young, but he's not old either. This is a guy that can still hit for power. I think he's going to a better ballpark for a right-handed hitter to hit in. Texas is kind of no man's land out there in left field. It's tough. All around, it's a tough stadium to hit in. I think in New York, there is a chance that he can come back a little bit more offensively. And if he can just be an average bat in that lineup with the character that he brings, the speed he brings, the defense, I think this is a win for the Mets too. So I know a lot of people are going to say this trade is just stupid. It shouldn't have happened. It's bad for both teams. Look, at the end of the day, it's a contract dump. It's a money dump. These teams just didn't want to pay these players anymore. And sometimes it's not only new scenery for the players. It's not just something new to look at for the players. It's also, as an organization, to see a new face come in. Yeah, about the same money's going out, but at least you get a new face. At least you get a new look. And that could be exactly what these two teams need, because in 2025, it was just a terrible season for both teams. But let me know down below what you think. This video is a little quicker today because I'm trying to get it out right after work. If you watched to this point, I thank you so much. Peace. I love you. I'll see you in the next one.